Hello, Taurus. So I pulled a card for you, and we got the Seven of Air. Believe Pisces got this too. And this is what we got on the bottom of the deck. And I believe Sagittarius and Leo got this card as well. So this is about moving on from something or moving towards something, like dreaming, like following your passions. And then we have this energy, this like teacher or director has a book. There's a book with him. Like knowledge, planning something. Okay, so we got a bunch of messages. So I have a box of just like intuitive messages that I draw from just for my own like spiritual practice, and like I'm using it for this now. But what I do is I ask my question and I draw my hand in, kind of like a tiger claw going in. And sometimes only like two come out, and then other times it's like this. And you got a lot of messages. There's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 messages. I think that's like the most messages I've ever gotten out of like a tiger pull, like even with my own energy. So like it's going to be a message. I try not to make these long, but I really just there's a lot happening right here. Like either maybe you are teaching a lot, there's like a lot to say, a lot to teach, a lot to share. Or you're going towards like a new path. Okay, so let's get into the messages. So we have Fringe, the TV series, Astronaut, Challenge Yourself with This, the number 19, Christmas Music, Supportive, Coming Out, Soup, Jewelry Holder, The Picture of a Sun, Percy Jackson, Not Everything is Hoodwinked as It Seems, Heavy Hitter, Aquarius Ascendant, and Art Projector Tool. Like a lot of information here. Okay, so let's like go one by one through this, and I'm just gonna like just like feel this out. So the Fringe TV series, I used to watch like in my early 20s. I loved this series. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I did just recently purchase it on an account of mine, so I will be watching it at some point. But it's kind of like about like the like kind of the unknown. Like there's these people, a father, a son, and this woman. Forgot how she's related to the whole thing. Or to them. I think she's just like separate, because I think the guy and the girl like are together in some way. Anyways, they're like kind of like scientists, but of like fringe knowledge of unique scientific, I wanted to say equations, but like questioning, discovering, like looking into the more fringe areas of like science or whatever this might be. So you might be going into something more fringe, more on the outskirts of what society would typically focus on. Then we have the astronaut, yeah. Going out of bounds, exploring, like maybe way outside of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself with this. Okay, okay, so the number 19 is significant in some way here. Could be a placement in your birth chart, like a natal degree, a transit. So your Taurus energy, so that's the end of April and May. April 19th is a cusp. I think it's technically 0 degrees of Taurus. Or even May 19th might be significant. Okay, so Christmas music. Or 19 years old. Yeah, so Christmas music. I like it when like the holiday stuff comes out around the holidays, you know. We have Christmas just in a couple days. So Christmas music. Maybe just like get into, if you're not already listening to Christmas music, like turn something on. Listen to some French Christmas music. I've been doing a lot of that, like random just like Christmas music turned into like different things like metal or Celtic, you know, just Star Wars. Like maybe look into some of this since you have this like fringe energy here. Going outside of your comfort zone, like out of the norm. Okay, so then we have supportive, which is about supporting yourself with something, being supported, asking for support, finding support. Oh, and maybe in coming out. We have coming out right below it. So coming out in some way as something. Could be just like your sexuality, a religion or belief, a project. Then we have soup. Could actually mean like just soup. I love ASMR, so I immediately like connect things to ASMR since I watch so much of it. But like wood soup, it's very calming. Like the wooden soup, ASMR. Jewelry holder. I'm staring at my jewelry holder right now. The picture of a sun, but it's like the sun with its rays. Actually, just a very simple sun drawing. Shining light onto something being revealed. The rays of the sun, ray. Then we have Percy Jackson, and I love this energy. It's one of the reasons why I named my channel this way, because he's son of Poseidon. And just it kept coming through a lot, like in my development of this YouTube channel, and like just figuring out what I was going to call it, and like also I was focused on my Neptune. My Neptune is exactly on my midheaven. And I used to ignore this placement because I didn't understand what it meant other than like confusion within your like career. And I knew to some degree it was like spiritual, but like, and that was a big reason why like I used to focus a lot on spiritual stuff and believed I was supposed to be like some kind of like spiritual teacher and like just trying to find my way. But anyways, I came up with the like since he's son of Poseidon, I was like, well, I'm a daughter of Poseidon, like kind of like literally Neptune protruding out of the zenith, the heavens of my chart, kind of like submerged in like a cosmic ocean. So that's that. I don't know how this applies, but we'll get to it. And not everything is hoodwinked as it seems. So if you've seen the movie Hoodwinked, like all this crazy stuff is happening and everyone is like suspicious to some degree. And you're trying to figure out who did it. Like, what happened? How did grandma get locked in a closet? You know, and there's like the big bad wolf with a Little Red Riding Hood. And so it's like, and no one, like, also no one is what they seem. Like, the big bad wolf isn't really like the big bad wolf. He's like a little undercover detective, like trying to figure out something going on with people stealing like cookie recipes. And Little Red Riding Hood isn't as sweet as she normally is. She's like a I was gonna say closeted rage beast. I don't know what that she's just like not like the little sweet Little Red Riding Hood. That just reminded me of this card right here. She's not like the sweet little girl. Like, she's like has a lot of rage and is irritated and is just like wanting to get out of the life she's in. And then grandma isn't just like a sweet little grandma. She's like this athlete and like who goes skiing and stuff, and like when no one's home. Like, anyways, everything's not as it seems. Like, the story that you've been told is not as it seems. Like, if there's like a story that seems like something's been like hoodwinked, or you've been hoodwinked, or someone feels hoodwinked by you, it's not as it seems. There's a whole, like, grandma isn't just grandma, right? There's like a cookie thief on the you know. So okay, so heavy hitter could just mean like I think of it in like energy and like someone's gifts and the power of their gifts. Is like heavy hitter energy when they're like in alignment with their gifts and they've put a lot of work into themselves. They're like a heavy hitter with like with different things, whatever it is that they're like competing in or just doing. Like, they have a punch. Okay, and then Aquarius ascendant. So Aquarian energy is kind of like there's this astronaut energy, but it's in fringe. Like, that's exactly how I would consider that. It's like out on the fringe areas of society, trying to find like the truth, like trying to find like challenge and like not okay with the reality it's been sold. So as an ascendant energy, since we have the sun right next to it, like the literal like sun image, I'm going to like share this. So I'm an Aquarius sun, but we have Aquarius ascendant next to it, but the sun is next to it. And so the difference between like a sun and ascendant energy is like the sun, like since it's Aquarius, like the sun is like your solar energy. It is like the embodiment of like who you are in this life. And then the ascendant energy is more so how you move through the world, but it's more like a projection or people's like immediate response to you, like how maybe someone immediately perceives you or sees you as, which means that can change. Like, I'm an Aries ascendant, and so I can come off like quite impulsive, naive, kind of like fiery and quick sometimes, like, or even like jump the gun on stuff. But like as soon as you get to know me, you start to understand like my more Aquarian energy. So like that's all that seems like it is to me. So maybe like something seems to be like this, not everything is hoodwinked as it seems. So maybe something seems to be one thing, but as soon as you get to know it, it's revealed that it's this other thing. So it comes off as something and then maybe it unfolds into something else. Art projector tool. So this is a tool where you like put like a version of like your artwork on like a little thing and it can project it onto it like a huge building or a wall. Like you can create a mural, like a huge mural from like something small. Projection. Projecting your light. Since the ascendant energy is out here, maybe the ascendant energy here, whatever this represents, is being more projected than the sun. Maybe because it's like new, it's the immediate thing. It's heavy hitting. You're heavy hitting. Whatever it is that you're teaching. This is Aquarian energy, actually. I believe it's Moon in Aquarius. So not only do we have the ascendant energy, the solar energy, now the moon energy is coming through. So the moon energy, so my dad is an Aquarius moon. And so this has more to do with like your emotional nature, which can almost seem quite cold, or at least the Aquarian moon energy can seem quite cold, but it's thorough. Like it's very wise and like this is the good seven of air, like good seven of air, you know, and the other seven of air or seven of swords, like it's a guy sneaking off in the middle of the night with he snuck into like the enemy's camp and stole their swords. But this came through in Pisces reading, and it was basically like using the knowledge of their pain and transforming it into something that they can teach. And this is moon energy. So something really deep and personal. And Aquarian energy makes a square to your energy, so it can be a bit challenging. And it says you have challenged yourself with this. Some like maybe fringe level of thinking. Challenge yourself with this. Coming out. Supportive. What is this jewelry holder thing? Do you have like a lot of artwork, a lot of ideas, just kind of like waiting to be displayed? A lot of projects. Christmas music. Oh, we've got a lot of quiet. I felt like I was really inquisitive energy here. Maybe like a big punch of energy and then a moment of process. Inquisitive. Silence. Challenge yourself. It's okay to Christmas music. Maybe just like, maybe that'll help soothe you right now or get you in like the mood that you need to be in. Like really, even if it's just regular Christmas music, maybe it'll help balance out like this more fringe energy here. This like it's like you're trying to figure out the connection between things, because it's like, what is the difference between the ascendant, the sun, and the moon? Which are the big three. That's in astrology, they're the big three in someone's natal chart. Like, what's their ascendant, moon, and sun? Yeah, challenge yourself with this. Keep coming back to that. Go out into the ethers of like your mind, like bring in new information and challenge yourself, and then find the things that you need to like self-soothe. Like right now it's Christmas time. Put on some like good Christmas music, make some cocoa, eat some soup. Like, support yourself. You're going towards something. In the Sagittarius reading, this energy was like the ladybug, like being unafraid. Being unafraid to explore, not afraid of who's watching you, who's judging you, who's like asking, what are you doing? Like with this fringe energy, like be okay with like, just like, what does this do? What is this? Like the scene from Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack, where he's like, he wanders into the Christmas land energy and he's never seen snow before. He's never seen this and he's never seen this. And he's like, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's it? You know, like he's not afraid of like questioning everything. He's not afraid of like being in a new realm, a new land. Like he might not understand it, but it's beautiful all the same. Because he's from Halloween, I was gonna say Halloween Town, but he's from the Halloween area. That's where he lives. But he's like enthralled with like this new land that he's in. And he even tries to bring it back to his own land and incorporate themes of Christmas into his land. And it doesn't quite work out well at the beginning, but I'll let you like play with that thing. So but yeah, it's like he's like trying to like show everyone like, look at this, this is what Santa is, and everyone's like, huh? And like some people are curious, like some people are just like, you know. Seems like a good energy, just like really inquisitive and curious. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there. Like we're already in deep, so but you had like again a lot of messages. The Aries reading had a lot of messages, but not this many. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this here, and Maybe look into Percy Jackson, look into the movie Hoodwinked, A Nightmare Before Christmas, the Fringe TV series. Like, really, like, listen to some Christmas music. Turn something on. Like, I guarantee you it's going to, like, it's just going to support you in some way. Yeah, that's all I got for you. All right, Taurus, I hope you got something out of this. So I will see you next time.